and I have installed two brand new Craftsman 3/4 horsepower AC/DC garage door openers. The left garage door has been working fine since day one. The right garage door has not worked. It has gone down with the remotes and with the keypad, and it only 100%, and it only goes up approximately 10%. I have to continually push the button. I've had a technician out twice. Very, very helpful. Never seen the problem. He came out with his meter. He checked for frequency interference. Could not find any frequency interference. So basically, we had a conference call with Chamberlain, who manufactures the unit, and they determined that there's something up in the garage. Okay. I understand that the frequencies have been changed over the years. The old Craftsman garage doors work since 2000, so I had no problem with the old frequency. What I did today, I disconnected the unit, I brought it outside, and it worked every single time 100%. Up, down, multiple times. I brought it back in the garage, it laid on the floor, it worked 100% of the time. Up, down, multiple times. My next step was to prop it up in the position that you see here. Okay, right now it's laying on the top of the door, and I'm going to push the button, push it once. As you can see, it's going down. Makes a full travel, everything works great. Push the button one more time, it goes up. For the sake of not having repetition, believe me, it goes up and down every single time. Now here's the tricky part. When I install the bracket, install the pole onto the bracket with the pin. Now these are the same brackets that I had with the old garage doors. I did not change anything. Push the button once, doesn't go down. Push the button twice, doesn't go down. Push the button 3 times. Actually, it's going up. I'm sorry, my confusion. This is the door up. Finally went after 3 tries. Push the button once, and it worked. Now I'm going to show you how we do this a few times and how inconsistent it is. Again, I changed no wires. I used all the old existing wires. We haven't done any other changes in the garage. Push the button once, it goes up. Push the button, nothing. Push the button, it goes down. We'll do one more cycle. People are going to think I'm crazy. Push the button, no movement. Push the button, it goes. So as you can see, it's very, very inconsistent. Whereas with it disconnected from the bracket, it's very, very consistent. Push it once and it goes. I've done this now for the past hour before we started the video. There were many times I had to push the button at least 4 times. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to disconnect it again. Just drop the pin on the floor. Push the button once. It goes down. Although that one had a delay. It's never done that before. Push the button once. It goes up. Again, I've done this cycle almost 100 times. With the pole disconnected from the bracket, it works every single time. With the pole connected to the bracket, it's... Here's what I did. I'm not going to videotape the whole thing because it took a while to do. Here's what I did. I disconnected the bracket from the header. The header, it's 2 separate headers. They're 2x8s, pressure treat, and there's 1 bolt in each header. And what I did was I disconnected it completely, brought it down, and put the pin in, and it worked every single time, multiple times. So then what I did was I put one bolt in at a time. I first put the bottom bolt in, and it worked every single time, very consistent. I took the bottom bolt out, put the top bolt in, worked every single time, consistent. Now here's the oddball thing. I replaced the bottom bolt. We're back exactly where we started, and it's not working again. So we have an obvious issue with the two bolts being in, and we cannot make it work. It won't even close now. There it goes. After 7 clicks, it finally went. So there's something to do with the two bolts being in place that are affecting this operation. Now, before we started the video again, I had the two bolts in, and it was working very consistently. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the two bolts out and put them in the side holes and see if that makes a difference. Wait till you see what happens now. What I did was I took the top bolt out thinking maybe there's a wire going across the header and it was interfering, and I added 2 side bolts. Okay, when it was laying down in the box, it worked every single time without fail. Up, down, up, down, up, down, no problem. So I decided to re-hook up the door and see what happens. And much to my surprise, let's see what happens. I've been doing this now for 3 hours, and I've gotten a different result every single time. So right now the door is connected to the trolley, but the trolley is not connected, so it's free to go without lifting the door. Okay, 1 click, 2 clicks, 3, 4, 4 clicks. It finally moved back. Now it's going in the down position, going from the up to the down position. It took 4 clicks to do that. Okay, again, the trolley is still disconnected. 1 click, 2, 3, 4. 4 clicks. 4 clicks and the trolley retracts. Belt's moving, everything's working great. We're going to do that for another cycle. 1 click, 2, 3, 4. 4th click. Well, it's getting consistent at least. Although I'd like to see it on the first click. Okay, so it's going back into the trolley. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to hook up the trolley so that it's lifting the door. I know I need new doors. They're coming. So it struggles a little bit, but I just had to disconnect it so it doesn't prove anything. Okay, 1 click, 2 clicks, 3 clicks, 4 clicks, 5 clicks, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 clicks to lift the door. Watch my head. 10 clicks and the door finally moved. Stops where it's supposed to. The travel limits seem to be working fine. 1 click. It goes back down the first click that time. That's only consistent. And again, I know we got some binding issues, but we eliminated that variable by having the trolley disconnected. We're going to go through another cycle. 1 click, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 clicks. 15 clicks, and it finally decided to go up. 15 clicks and it went out. So again, very inconsistent, which is baffling everybody from the factory to all the technicians. Okay, we're going to go back down. One click, it goes back down. So with the trolley disconnected, it took 4 clicks. With the trolley connected, it took 1 click. Okay, here's what we're going to do now. We're going to leave the trolley connected, and we're going to disconnect the door from the unit. So we've disconnected the door, the trolley is still connected. 1 click, and it moves. One click, and it moves back. This to me is amazing that this can happen. One click, and it moves. One click, and it moves back. I did this for 40 minutes before I started videoing it. It did it every single time. With the door disconnected from the arm, 1 click is all it took every single time. Now I'm figuring, okay, maybe it's the weight of the door. Alright, so again, we're going to disconnect the trolley. We're going to grab my pin that's now on the ground. The trolley is disconnected, so the weight of the door has no bearing on it. We're going to hook up the door, and then we're going to see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to disconnect the door. Let it hang. 1 click. As soon as I disconnect the door from the unit, we get it. It is not connected, it's hanging there. It's just the weight that's holding it together. As you can see, it's disconnected. Didn't want anyone to think that the door weight was having a bearing on this. So folks, that's going to be the end of my video. I'm going to upload this, and I'm going to tell as many people as I can, and hopefully somebody will have a great explanation as to what's going on here. Thanks, and have a great day.